Hey there, in today's video I'm going to talk about the Dustland, a virtual running game, but what exactly is it? I'm making this video because the Dustland contacted me and asked me would I be interested in reviewing. Well, the Dustland, I was intrigued. They sent me these two rather large medals and that's why I'm making this video. As always, there are chapter markers down below so you skip on through to the bits you might be interested in. Let's get going. Let's talk about the medals. They come in these nice big boxes. You can kind of file them. They sent me two different types. You can file them like books on a bookcase. The first thing is the medals are big. So if I open it up, you'll see there's a little bit of blurb here and the medal. This is the Virtual Race Kettlemine 2023. And they sent me the Virtual Race Volcano. We'll come to more details later. But just to open the box, this one comes with a little booklet about the volcano. And then there is the medal, which has opening doors on it. So they come in these presentation boxes and they're really well made. They're big and they're kind of impressive. The Dustland sent me the medals for free. They're not paying me to make this video. They haven't previewed the video. All the opinions are my own, and make of all of that what you will. So what or where is Dustland? Well, it's an imagined post-apocalyptic landscape set in the year 2272, contains pirates and ghost towns. I kind of think of it a bit Mad Max meets The Road, not getting you kind of what the Dustland is supposed to be. I made some AI generated thumbnails. They're not actual pictures of Dustland, but what I imagine, or AI imagines, Dustland might be like. The main interface is an app on the phone. That's how you interact with the Dustland. You use the phone for mapping and GPS. There's no watch app, so you have to start and stop any of the activities with your iPhone or Android. When you open up the app, you've got 5 tabs. There's Run and Inventory. We'll come back to both of those. There are Stats, Logs, and Settings all along the bottom. The stats are pretty much how far you've run, all that kind of stuff, how many runs. The logs are how you've done the various different missions, which are the activities, and then there are settings, so kilometers or miles or dark background or light background. And in settings you can link to Apple Health. I have so many devices linked to Apple Health. I haven't linked this, but you can. I'll talk about inventory first. I'll show a picture of the tab up here of what you see, and then I'll read out a piece from the Dustland whilst I show some close-ups of the medals in detail. The Dustland say this about the inventory tab. The inventory tab is related to our NFT, non-fungible token system. In this section, users can view a list of items like headsets and shoes. These items play a crucial role in enhancing the gaming experience. By acquiring and using these items, players can increase their level, which is displayed in the top right corner of the screen. As the level increases, so does the multiplier effect on earnings while running. It's a unique way for users to boost their in-game token earnings and customize their virtual experience. The Run tab is probably the one that will be used the most frequently. There are missions, special missions, some training, some virtual races, a shop to buy race packages, some quests for some other rewards, and I'll go through some of these in more detail. When we go into missions, you download them. I click on Season 1. There's 17 missions in Season 1. Click on one of them. They take a little while to download. Let me just click on that. And I've got the Fall of Kettlemine. I'll go through that. I did the first one of these. And you can see there are mission requirements. There are none in the first mission. There are in some of the subsequent missions because it adds up. I'm just going to start the mission. So we start the mission and you'll hear someone talking now.
7 settlements and no one to trade with. Lord Ingram isn't going to like this at all.
Now, I'm not going to play all of that. And actually you can turn off the sound, but as I track, I could have headphones listening or I could have the sound on and listen to someone who is in Dustland who's giving examples of what's going on. So that's what happens in Dustland, and you can earn virtual maps and things, as I said earlier, and I picked up a couple of those when I did the first one, and you can earn NFTs and DOS, which seems to be a form of cryptocurrency that is made by the Dustland themselves. So yeah, there's lots of interesting and lots of gaming going on. The missions don't roll over on each other. You have to complete one and then do another one. I did most of mine while walking because I've got so many other metrics going on, but they're really easy to get started and they're short. They're relatively short, so it does give you a certain good way of easing into the Dustland. My favorite part of the Run tab is the training. There's a Couch to 5K program, a Foodie for You program, and Adore Your Core. And I tried 2 of these, not the Couch to 5K, and I found them really, really useful. I tried the Foodie for You, which is about nutrition. I got daily emails. You kind of sign up, you do think you get these daily emails, but there was some very good advice and some real engagement, and I'm getting them on a daily basis, and found those really good. The same is true of your workout habit. You get daily emails with some funny memes. I think today was Liam Neeson with his, "I will find you and I will thank you." So he's thanking me today. Anyway, I thought they were really good engagement. And there are some animations. So there were some animations about push-ups. So I found that really good. I didn't try to catch the 5K. I'm currently marathon training, so I just didn't try that section. But the training sections, I found it really good with the different emails coming every day. I thought for someone who's starting running, it will be really good. The virtual race is where you accumulate a lot of distance. You don't have to do it in one go and you don't have to run it. But once you've completed it, you get a medal. So this is the Kettle Mine 2023 and this is the Volcano Race, Volcano Trail. And so those you get by accumulating a certain distance. But I think 21 kilometers or whatever in the time you've got, considering you can walk and do it in multiple stages, it's pretty reasonable. Most people should be able to complete the virtual race. We'll come back to the shop when I go through costs. And quests are rewards. You can get units of currency for what they say following on Twitter or commenting on X. There's various things where if you do things, you get more points within the system. Dustland is really targeted at people getting into exercise. And I'm not a gamer and I do a lot of exercise. So I'm not the target audience. But I am a big fan of virtual running and gamification, both of which are central to this experience. Previously, when I wanted to get into running, I gamified James Joyce's novel Ulysses, created a website, discovered Dublin by reading and running, and created a 21-kilometer race based around Ulysses and an accompanying quiz. I made a separate video about that. But yeah, I'm all for gamifying the experience if it gets people running. I'm also a big fan of virtual running. As well as gamifying Ulysses, I did do a lot of virtual running. During COVID, I did a couple of virtual marathons. I did Chicago, running in the Phoenix Park here in Dublin, and I did Mississippi, which I did running around the docks in Dublin. Well, it was close to a river, tenuous as it might be, but I have run in Chicago and Mississippi. And so I do appreciate that. I also then ran the New York Marathon on Strava. And at the end of the New York Virtual Marathon, I got a Strava entry into the New York Marathon. And that was a reward, but I also got this medal and I think I got a key ring and a couple of other bits and bobs. I got a medal when I ran the Mississippi Marathon in the docks here. And even though, you know, you're running virtually, it's nice to have something at the end. I know when I'm out doing 3-hour training runs for a marathon that's going to be longer than that, I kind of think, oh, I'd rather run the longer run and get the t-shirt or the medal or the crowd cheering. But yeah, Dustland is another route and another reward system for exercising. So what's the cost? Well, the advanced Volcano package, I'll put some screen grabs of them here. I think it's $49, but a basic Kettle Mine is $24. And at the end, when you've done your various things, you get your big medal. And you can pay in crypto. There's various ways of paying, and I'm not big into crypto or NFTs, but there are various different ways of paying for the various medals and packages. As it happens, the Dustland sent me a variety of Kettle Mine medals, which I can give away. I gave some to friends, but I think I've got 5 left. And if you email me within the next 24 hours of the video going live, or if there's people, I'll send them out to you. Should you buy the Dustland experience packages of whatever? Well, I think it could use a little bit more time together. There's a lot of disparate elements at the moment and some really good ideas. And one of the really good ideas is there's no pressure to the rewards. So you're not entering a race to see a medal at the end and everybody's looking at you. You're doing this in your own time. And for a lot of people, it's a lot of fun, the interactive elements, collecting stuff. And there's a lot of gamification of fitness. And this is, for some, really attractive. And for me, one of the great elements was the training. I have lots of different training programs and stuff about diet and nutrition, but sometimes it could be overwhelming. But this is a simple little bit of advice on separate days about training, about your diet, or about your exercise or your core strength. I think that is actually really well done in this particular application. But if you're already a keen runner like me, Dustland is probably not for you, nor if you use Strava or you run races and get medals, but that might be a small number of people. But if you or a friend are looking to get moving, not just running, and you need a bit of a challenge, maybe you like gaming, then yes, absolutely, Dustland is a pretty good place to start. If you go on the Dustland's website and you see reviews by various people, you can see that it attracts a very different type of audience to the traditional running sort of based applications. And if the Dustland gets people active, well, yeah, I'm game for that. I hope you enjoyed the video and found it useful. If you did, it would be great if you'd hit the like button. As always, there'll be lots of stuff in the description below, and I'll happily answer any questions you put into the comments. There'll be a big blue subscribe button popping up there, and some related videos there. Thanks for watching. Until the next video, just keep running along.